Welcome back to Cord Cutting Today, where we break down everything happening in the world of cord cutting. It's a holiday, but a big breaking news happened this week I gotta cover. DIRECTV's been sold. We're gonna break down everything you need to know about this because it's a big story for the future of television. One time AT&T saw the future of their business being in media, only for those dreams to fall apart. And now they're completely out of, at least for now, DIRECTV. They still own part of Warner Brothers Discovery. We're going to break down everything you need to know about this news and more. First though, if you want to learn more about this story, I will put a link to it in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. So you can find it on our website there, so you can rate it for yourself and let me know what you think. Check it out. If you like what we do here, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up, doing one or both. Lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. All right, let's dive into it. So quite a few years ago, AT&T spun DIRECTV off into an independent company. Now, they own 70% of it. This is pretty popular. Basically, what AT&T did is that DIRECTV, you know, it looks bad in our books. The revenue's bad. It's pulling down the rest of our business. We still want to own it. We still want to draw off the profit or any money we can get from it. But we don't want to have it on our books. So they spun it off into an independent company with that. And at that time, they sold 30% of it to an investment group called TPG. Now they've sold 100% of the remaining ownership, so their 70% share of DIRECTV to the investment firm TPG, who now is the sole owner of DIRECTV. From my understanding, they may be bringing in some smaller partners to invest in it. We'll figure that out later. This is huge. You know, it was 8 or so years ago. Don't quote me on when they bought it. AT&T bought DIRECTV and bought Warner Brothers with the vision that they would use media to expand their business and to help grow their wireless business. You know, you get a phone, get free TV kind of deal, or discounted TV, free HBO, all kinds of offers were appearing up. The CEO at the time had a big vision for the future of it, and that never quite worked out. They had some really cool products in the works that ended up just dying on the table when they decided to move away from it. One of them was a set-top streaming box for DIRECTV that would have tapped into the AT&T wireless network and streamed DIRECTV over the AT&T wireless network for free, basically, with your subscription to DIRECTV. For whatever reason, that didn't come around. Other similar projects just fell on the wayside. You could have got free HBO or AT&T TV Now. Anybody remember that one? There's all kinds of different variations of the DIRECTV brand over time, where they would promote, hey, if you're an AT&T wireless customer, you can get a handful of channels for free or very cheap. All are now long things of the past. With this, AT&T is now fully out of DIRECTV, no longer in the live TV business. They still own a controlling share of Warner Brothers Discovery. When the merger happened there, the Discovery management team got to take direct control over the newly merged Warner Brothers Discovery. But much like how AT&T maintained 70% control of DIRECTV, AT&T still holds a controlling share of Warner Brothers Discovery. With all of this happening, it's a big moment here. Increasingly, companies are looking at TV, and live TV in particular, as not the future, not profitable, as increasingly more and more people are going to on-demand stuff. We're seeing that Fubo, Hulu Plus Live, Sling, and others have all lost subscribers in recent months and quarters, I should say. It's reported that DIRECTV did, but they don't no longer report public numbers. It'll be interesting to see what TPG's future is. Are they going to try to make DIRECTV once again a public company where they have to report numbers and other things? Your guess is as good as mine on that. TPG had hoped to buy Dish and merge Dish and DIRECTV into a single company. That failed when the debt holders that own Dish's debt refused a deal that would have transferred the debt over to DIRECTV under the parent company of TPG. For whatever reason, they didn't like the terms and decided they would rather risk it with Dish as is with it. Overall, though, the future of live TV is very concerning. I've said this before. Increasingly, if you're not a sports fan, why are you paying for live TV? Many people are switching their focus to Disney Plus, Max, Hulu, and other similar services like that to get their content. If you're a sports fan, there are new services coming out, ESPN standalone, Fox's standalone, and others that could give you much of what you want without paying for these big, huge, bloated cable TV-like packages and services like YouTube TV. If you're not a sports fan, it's significantly cheaper to get 3 or 4 on-demand services for a fraction of the cost of something like YouTube TV, Comcast Spectrum, and other such services, Fubo, Hulu Plus Live, and the like. And because of all that, we're increasingly seeing people ditch TV. And where a lot of cable networks had hoped, hey, yeah, we're losing subscribers at Comcast and Spectrum, but they'll just get Fubo, YouTube TV, Hulu, Sling, and others. That has not paid out. In my time here at Cord Cutters, I've seen a lot of people use these live services as a stepping stone. It's kind of cable-like, right? I had cable, this is familiar, but increasingly, in mass numbers, they're switching to on-demand services. Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and others. Let me know, do you still subscribe to a live TV service if you're not a sports fan? Part of the problem with being sports fans in these services is there's no long-term contracts. When there's no long-term contracts, we see this. Come the end of college and NFL football, a lot of people unsubscribe. Come the end of NBA or March Madness, wherever it may be, a lot of people unsubscribe. With Major League Baseball and others having other ways to access it through direct subscription services to local RSNs, for example, why pay for a big, huge, bloated package of cable channels? It'd be very interesting to see the future, especially on the satellite side. DIRECTV has tested already recently stopping selling satellite in several major cities like Chicago, New York, and the like, and instead only offering its satellite service, or streaming service, instead of its satellite service. I think that's future. Spectrum is also doing something similar. While yes, you can really push hard and get a traditional cable box, they make that very difficult. They would rather have you get their Xumo streaming player, which offers Spectrum channels, but streaming no different than what you stream them through YouTube TV or Fubo or the like. And with that, you get the same downsides of it, but you get it through a custom user interface and a custom remote, and that specifically built for it. I think DIRECTV and others are going to continue to move that way. Satellites are very expensive and move away from them. Dish has commissioned a new satellite to continue its TV service going forward. It would not surprise me though if DIRECTV does not. There's no news there, just speculation on my part. So give me your opinion on how long do you think we'll see a traditional satellite, or will DIRECTV become just DIRECTV? Are they going to rename the brand? Probably not. I would say I got a lot of questions on that. I think the DIRECTV name is still a fairly powerful name. Going to a completely unknown name at this point in the game, I'm not sure there's a benefit to that like there would have been back like when Comcast created Xfinity and Charter created Spectrum. The market's so crowded, name recognition is important in today's world. Leave me a comment, let me know, but huge news. AT&T out of DIRECTV, wants nothing to do with it. They got their money, lost millions of dollars on this according to many reports, but they're just happy to be done with DIRECTV. So leave me a comment, let me know. Have you been impacted by this? I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button or hit that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. We'll be back with a regular Cord Cutting today on Monday. I hope you enjoy your 4th. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Be safe, especially around those fireworks.